Hi, I'm Ange, and welcome to my channel. It's been a long time since my last video. Life has been a little crazy with a house move and a pandemic, but here we are. I hit a bit of an art block along the way, but you know what drew me out of it? The silly cheesecake art challenge, the shirt cut meme. What is this challenge, you ask? It was started by Drusea on Twitter and challenges artists to create different types of shirt collar cuts for your characters. AKA, it's a boob drawing meme. Not something I usually draw, but this seemed fun and different, and I liked the idea of showing more of my character Kalara's playful and elegantly sexy side. Without further ado, enjoy a time lapse of each entry topic. For those who are new to Kalara, she's my Exalted tabletop RPG character, a smooth-talking diplomat and merchant who rose up from the slums of a desert town. She was chosen by the sun god to bring nations together with her words, but she chooses her own path of revenge first. If that sounds up your alley, you can see more of her over at www.theuncrucified.com. Another purpose of this challenge was to get to know my character in a more realistic style. Up until now, I've drawn Kalara in a more anime-inspired style, but now I want to match the art style of the more recent edition of Exalted. Anime doesn't always translate well to realism, however, so it's been a bit of a struggle for me. All that aside, my gal loves to dress up. This first outfit was inspired by the sheer fabrics and inlaid turquoise of ancient Egyptian fashions. The second outfit was inspired by a less traditional star collar shape I've spotted in modern haute couture fashions. Kalara wears a woven waist sash with golden threads and chandelier-style gold wrought earrings to pay homage to her homeland in the south, a desert region in Exalted. She sports small swirls of fire in her jacket trim, showing her kinship to fire, the ruling element of the south. I've also hidden an eclipse cast symbol in her jewelry, which is a scandalous thing to do considering solar exalted like her are seen as anathema by the ruling kingdom. This pose is my favorite of the bunch. I'm so pleased with the perfect pose reference from a Dorka stock and the fun I got to have with her layered eye makeup. I call this third outfit Kalara's Merchant Queen look. I had more trouble with this pose, which you can see in the time lapse where I drew 2 alternate ideas. I still really like that first idea, but it just was a little too awkward as far as the wrist posing and the gun. In the end, I went with a different pose so I wouldn't have too similar of a facial angle to the other poses, and again to have a more comfortable looking wrist angle for the gun she has in this entry. I leaned harder into a desert-inspired design with her head wrap and layers for this outfit. I imagine she might wear this outfit when she's dressed to impress high-ranking merchants at important meetings on the caravan route. The circles in the trim are a callback to her hometown of Gem, which specializes in the export of precious gems. In my headcanon, I like to think gem clothing leans on circle motifs that mimic the look of gems, or actual embroidered and embedded gems for the truly fancy outfits. I took a chance on an unexpected color palette that once again harkens back to Kalara's homeland kinship to fire, with the bright colors of a hot and cold flame, and the little flame buckle in her sash. Kalara's fourth outfit also has hints of the swirling flame motif in the collar and a bright sunny fire color scheme balanced by a complementary blue-green accent color. Her belt buckle also swirls in a shape inspired by stylized Chinese motifs in the form of a flame. Once again, Kalara's all bling in this one with gold lipstick and shimmering eye makeup. You can also spy her crucifixion scar in this pose, something she usually hides behind gloves when she's in a more proper meetings where she doesn't want people to be distracted by the question about its origin that the scar tends to raise. I like to think she might also leave it exposed when she's intimidating certain parties who know that the scar symbolizes her survival of an execution her adversaries in the guild tried to engineer. I also had help with this pose from Graphit's amazing photo reference packs on ArtStation. Highly recommend them if you're looking for affordable, well-lit, and inspiring references for your art. I'll link all the references I use in the description of this video for those who might be interested. For the fifth and final outfit, I was originally planning a more revealing lingerie outfit Kalara might wear to one of the sexy celestial parties she attends, but I ended up exploring a completely different idea instead. Meet Ko, the male disguise Kalara donned to evade her guild pursuers at the beginning of our tabletop campaign. Ko was known as a dangerous dissident, a smooth-talking criminal, and a master thief. All things Kalara wasn't necessarily good at, but she had enough charisma to convince everyone through rumor and charm she could do all these things. In this pose, she's letting the look slip a bit with her shirt open to reveal her chest wraps, and the dye covering her fiery red hair fading out. I spent a lot of time on the prayer piece guns in this one, as they're the high-level guns Kalara spent a lot of time with in our campaign, and I have somehow never drawn them before now. So it felt really good to finally solidify a look for these weapons. These jade or halcyon weapons contain miniature shrines to small gods that speed the gold prayer inscribed bullets to their targets. For Ko's outfit, I went with a leather and woven threads aesthetic for Ko, who has more earth tones for her life on the road traveling with bandits. The little bottles on Ko's belt hold reserve fire dust for her other guns, while you'll also notice one single golden bullet around her neck, just in case she comes down to needing that one last shot. Finally, Ko's spectacles were inspired by designer Francis Delara's amazing snake and apple classes. If you'd like to see the fashions that inspired me for these outfits, definitely check out the link to an article in the description where I've shared my mood boards, inspirations, and more. I had post help for this dual gun-wielding action from the fantastic The Poves Archives handgun pack. Do recommend. They do some really great action poses. And here we are at the finished collection! Sometimes we get inspiration in the most unexpected places. I'm excited to have gotten the chance to try something different and have such fun with my character. I hope you've enjoyed getting to know Kalara a little bit and this booby costume exploration. Which costume was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. If you'd like to see more of my art, check my site out at www.angelasasser.com. If you love my art, you can pitch into my Patreon to help me to keep doing what I love in exchange for tutorials, coloring pages, process posts, and more. I even have a Patreon Discord server where I hang out with patrons, answer questions, and share resources and inspiration. We have a lot of fun there, so come find me on Patreon at www.patreon.com/AngelaSasser. Please do like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. I've been exploring a new format for my art time lapses with the debut of this video, and I'm really excited to bring you more. Till next time, wishing you all inspiration.